Are we live?
There we go.
There we go. Hey, Radiant.
Hi,
Hey, Radiant
Radiant.
Church. My name is Mark Alexander. I'm the North Campus pastor, youth pastor, and whatever else. We here we are. I'm Mark Alexander. This is my daughter, Braylee. Oh, Braylee Johnson. Oh, Braylee Johnson. So today I wanted to invite my sweet daughter because about 2 days ago, well, I gave sweet Braylee away to a mighty man of God. It was quite the day. It was absolutely an awesome day. It was so fun to celebrate Braylee and Chase with so many of our friends and family. And I just wanted to share something with you. It's a little bit, it's not on a Radiant Word. It's more of what's just been on my heart for the last few months. The last 6 months, I'd say, and maybe a little longer. I know all throughout Braylee's life, I've you can't help but think of that song, and I've thought about it more and more, obviously, lately, the last 6 months of the song, what is it, Butterfly Kisses? Okay, now we're not going to go through that, because I wouldn't cry, but Braylee might, and I want to be protective of her feelings. Hey, stop it. So, but one part that I always think of, man, it's that, who doesn't? What dad doesn't think of this is that of all the things that you've done wrong, because, I can make a list every day of the mistakes I've made as a dad, as a husband, as a friend. The list is long, but then you have this wonderful thing, and that's called, it's called all the hard work and watching your sweet daughter grow up and get married. And what's the rest of the next line is, I must have done something right. Well, and that's Braylee and Judah and Levi. What amazing kids that Joy and I are so blessed to have. But I want to share something that's just been on my heart, and that is I want to tell you what I think of every time I think of that song of I must have done something right, but really it's how you get there. And there's one thing that seems to be in common every time I've done something right. Maybe not every time, but a lot of times. And that is as a parent, I can feel, and as a husband, and as just a man or an employee or a follower of Christ, that I can feel inconvenienced. It seems like when I do good things, I've been inconvenienced. when I'm a good dad, I could feel inconvenienced. When I'm a good husband, I can feel inconvenienced. When I'm a follower of Christ, that's anything close to being worthy, which is not, right? You can't. It's like there's only one worthy, and that's Jesus himself. But the one thing that I think that happens, or what I've realized, is that it's a lot of inconveniencing, a lot of times being inconvenienced as a dad and as a mom, I'm sure. But when I'm inconvenienced, it seems like it's the time that I'm knocking it out of the park, quite frankly. When it's tough, when it's hard, when I fall down, but I get back up. I'm going to give you one of the most easiest, but one that hits me right between the eyes examples would be the end of the day, and it's been long and it's been stressful. And it could be work related or family related. It's just been a big long day, and maybe we've been to 2 different practices and a recital and so many different things going on. But my teenage kids, well, it's easy to say this, and not say easy. It can be hard when they're little, but when my teenage kids are in bed and I get up one more time to go tuck them in one more time, to go pray over them one more time, to tell them that I will always love you one more time. And that may be a silly little example, but it seems like it's really real life. It's one of those things of, wow, it seemed inconvenience, but I've never regretted one time of getting up one more time. I've never regretted praying over them one more time. I've never regretted, like Pastor Kelly and Todd say so many times, and I love it, everyone in the Word every day. I've never regretted it. I might have regretted not opening up my Word. I may have regretted it, not being the example I should be for my kids, or not living that life of integrity for that, hopefully just a moment at a time. But I've never regretted going all in. It's hard, yeah. but I've never regretted it. Anyway, I'm proud of you, Braylee. So what's that Titus verse that we were?
Titus 2:7.
Titus 2:7. Can you quote it for me?
So Titus 2:7 is just talking about every time being that model, like in every aspect of your life and every part of your life, being a model of integrity and of character. A model
of Jesus Christ. So super hard, and super inconvenient so many times, but always worth it. Always worth it. So Radiant Church, if you find yourself inconvenienced as a parent, if you find yourself inconvenienced as a friend, if you find yourself inconvenienced as a spouse, if you find yourself inconvenienced following Jesus, you're probably closer. There's probably the moments where the closest to being like Jesus. Anyway, we love you so much.
Love you.
We love you. And we are here for you.
For you.
Call us. We're here.